My makeup is cute. So I'm gonna do a story time just because I beat my face, and instead of washing it off right away, let me record a video. My name is Nia, by the way. Clickbait title a little bit. So this summer I went to go get a tattoo. And to keep a long story short, I went to this tattoo artist that I always go to. Sometimes he got a shop, sometimes he don't. I ain't gonna lie, the second to last time I went to his house, cause he had a shop then. I went to his house to get a tattoo, and his girl was like crying for like no reason. Like, I don't know. It could have been a reason. I don't know why she's crying, but I just, 1 minute she was talking. 1 minute he asked her if she liked how the tattoo was going, and she would start crying. She would stop crying 5 minutes later, come look at it like, oh, that look cute. And I didn't understand what was going on. So I was like, yeah, I'm really not going back to him till he get a shop for real. So it's the next year. I thought he had a shop because the location was downtown, but turns out it was just an apartment. So I go to his apartment. To make a long story short, his girl did not tell him that he had a client. So I was outside standing out there for like 30 minutes before she, because she run his tattoo account, and she apparently told him like, hey, somebody's outside waiting for you at the last minute. So he explained all that to me. Got up there, and he couldn't start on the tattoo right away because his brother, who he shares an apartment with, apparently like messed up everything in there. So he wanted to clean up or whatever. I'm not gonna get into all that because that's not the point. I mean, it is, but I ain't gonna tell no more of his business. So to make another long story short, he basically left. He left me in this apartment because an emergency. He did not let me know what the emergency was, and I thought he was coming right back. So I was in there for like an hour and a half or 2 hours maybe, because I wanted my tattoo, so I did not leave right away. So his brother comes out, tells me that he contacted his brother and that he's not coming back, and he tells me that I have to come back in a couple of days. So I'm like, okay. Oh my god, this video keep deleting. Like, this is like my 4th, 5th time recording this, but okay, whatever. So his brother is like, are you good? Like, you got a ride or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, my brother will be here in about 20-25 minutes. He's like, okay, cool. So he says bye. He leaves out. I'm in there for a good 5 minutes by myself. So then, after the 5 minutes pass, this random dude comes in, skinny, tall dude. He comes in. He introduces himself, and then he asks me what's my name. And then I'm just stuck, like, frozen, because he has a gun in his hand. And then he's like, oh, like, don't let this scare you or whatever. He's laughing. He puts it in his back pocket. And so he's like, wait, you're cute. And then I'm like, thank you or whatever. And so he's like, are you single? And then I'm like, I'm not interested, because I don't really know what to say. So he's like, not interested? What do you mean you're not interested? Like, what is there not to be interested about? Like, look at me, like, look at this, like, look. I'm just like, oh, okay. And then he's like, are you looking? Like, do you like what you see? And I'm like, I don't know. And then he's like, touch my chest, like, come touch my chest, like, you gonna like what you feeling. And I'm like, no, I don't want to, sorry. And then so he sits down next to me. He's talking. I don't know what he's talking about for real. So I'm just like, yeah, okay. So he's like, can I get your number? And then I'm like, no, I don't got no number, sorry. And then he's like, you shy? Like, why are you so shy? You don't gotta be shy with me. Like, what's your problem? Why are you shy? Are you a virgin? What's going on? Like, I'm shy, but like, I don't really want to talk to you, my guy. So I was like, yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know, I'm not interested. So then he's like, can I get a hug? I'm like, no. And he's like, can I get a handshake? I'm like, no. He's like, can I get a hug? I'm like, no. He's like, can I get a handshake? I'm like, okay, fine. So I reach my hand out. He grabs my hand. He's trying to make me touch his chest. I snatch my hand away, and he's like, come on, like, I promise you won't like what you see. And then he starts talking to me about, like, he's like, did you pay your tattoo already? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna have to leave. I can't get it today. And he's like, well, if you paid your money already, like we can just go downstairs to my apartment. Like I'll give you your money's worth. And then I'm like, no, I'd rather have my tattoo. Yeah. And then so he actually like reaches down and hugs me anyway. So then I'm looking at my phone. My brother tells me he's like 3 minutes away. So I'm like, yeah, okay, my brother's here. I'm about to go. He's like, yo, brother not here. Stop playing. And then he's like, I'm gonna put on a song. Like, you wanna hear some music? Like, I'm putting on some music. He puts on a song and he's playing. Baby, 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 oh. And I'm like, why are you playing that? And he's like, cause you look like you like this. You like this song, don't you? You look like you like this song. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I'm about to go. So he's like, well, can I get a hug? And then so because he got a gun on him, I give him the hug. He hugs me, he grabs my butt, and then he kisses my neck.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
And then so I'm like, I don't say nothing because he got a gun. And so he decides to walk me out. So I tell him he doesn't need to walk me out, but then he follows behind anyway. And then so when I head out, I was gonna take the elevator because the elevator went straight to the first floor because I didn't really know my way by steps. And I didn't want him to steer me in his room that he said was downstairs. I went on the elevator and he knows it's gonna take a long time because he lives there, and so he's running back and forth in and out the apartment getting stuff. And then he asks me, he comes back, he stands by the door, he's like, let me ask you a question. I'm just like, what? And then he's like, do you think I'm acting like a little baby? And then I say, yes you are actually. So then after I say yes, he's like, no I'm not. Stop lying. Stop playing with me. So then he goes back. He gets his last thing, whatever. He comes back. He knocks on this dude's door, like the door that's across from him. He knocks on this dude's door. Dude comes out. He's like, what's up, what's up, what's up? And then he introduces the dude to me. And then he introduces me to the dude. And then the dude's just standing there like... So then the elevator is taking too long, so then I decided to take the steps. Like right when he actually went back in the apartment, so I decided to take steps. I'm making a sprint for it. Well, I'm not sprinting, but I'm fast walking. And he rushes out the apartment or whatever, and he's like, wait, I said I was gonna walk you, let me walk you, whatever. So he's walking with me down I think we're like on the 6th floor. So we're walking down, and then finally when we get to the spot we need to be at, he's telling me to like turn down this hallway, and I refuse to. I'm like, no, I'm not turning down that hallway. I'm gonna find my way out. So I'm actually moving. I'm looking around to find the exit myself, and then he's like, this is the exit, like why don't you believe me? And then he says to me, like, you're not that cute. Trust me, if I wanted something to happen, it would have been done already. If something was gonna happen to you, it would have been done already. Trust me, you're not that cute. So then I go the way that he said to go, and it was the right way out. So yeah, that's the end of that. Dude is weird. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. He didn't act like he had it all.
You're exciting, boy, come find me.